Hey guys, Eric here, and in today's video, I want to talk to you about what it looks like when there is a fundamental breakdown in the grift narrative, when their entire foundation is shattered in multiple ways. When they drop the ball and they let everything slip through the cracks. Elio is a prime example of this. Okay, very quickly, Elio was an expensive Pixar movie that had an awful opening weekend, no doubt about it. 21 million opening weekend on a $200 million plus film, estimated budget. It wasn't, even if it's not over 200 million, it was an expensive movie. 21 million opening is not good for a Pixar movie. And we can have a conversation about how Pixar has screwed up their original IPs over the years, the bad business decisions they've made. But that's not what we're going to talk about in this video. I want to talk about how the grifters here on YouTube have once again exposed themselves in 2 or 3 different ways, maybe more than that. So the thing is, they weren't really talking about this movie prior to like this week. I hadn't really seen a massive amount of videos about Elio. Yes, they mentioned how it didn't perform well in the box office, but that was it. There wasn't much else to say about it. Like, there wasn't really a lot to complain about. Most of the videos that I saw prior to this news here were just talking about how, oh, it's another Disney failure, right? Like, it really wasn't diving into it. So we're kind of just going into it really vague. But what we're seeing here is that Elio was originally going to be a queer-coded character with a scene in Elio's bedroom with pictures suggesting a male crush. Apparently there's more information out there saying that it was going to be a more queer-centric story. But they ended up changing that through test screenings. And it seems like no one of the test screenings wanted to go see the movie as it was. Like they didn't, when they asked, is anybody going to see this movie? Nobody wanted to see it at that point. So it's another example of like how Pixar and Disney have gone in, removed elements of a movie that probably would have made it a really good film, removed it to try and appeal to an audience that doesn't give a fuck about them anymore, and ruined the movie in the process. But the Chuds would have you believe that having this kind of stuff in a movie makes it bad, and then taking it out makes it good, right? It's a very simple formula for them. Get woke, go broke. We all know the saying, right? So by removing and de-woking Elio, it should have been a massive success for Disney and Pixar. But it wasn't. It wasn't a massive success. Matter of fact, it's the biggest failure they've ever had. And this is after they knew that the changes they made were not popular. But they didn't go back and fix the movie. They just released it as it was, knowing that removing a lot of the identity of this character made the movie less interesting to the people that were watching it. Again, not one, it says here, the first cut of the film had a test screening where audiences were asked how many of them would see it in the theater, and not a single hand was raised. So when they left all of that stuff on the cutting room floor and showed that test screening, no one wanted to see the movie, and they didn't go back and put it in. It says here, the Elio that is in theaters right now is far worse than Adrian's best version of the original. So they butchered the movie, they de-woked it, and it still failed. Now, I could tell you this, again, like I said before, there is a conversation to be had about how Pixar has ruined a lot of their original IPs because of business decisions, but that's not what these guys talk about. Again, it is get woke, go broke. It's a very simple formula, right? Get woke, go broke. If you have woke stuff in your movies and TV shows, you don't make money. That is their argument. But we're not seeing that. It's not reflected here in this. But let's take a look at what they're saying now. So if we go over here and look, we have YellowFlash 2 going, he's 11 and gay. Disney Elio would have made billions with LGBTQ themes. Confirmed, Elio, Valiant Renegade, another idiot, confirmed Elio was gay. Disney's $300 million box office bomb. Elio was supposed to be gay from Ryan Kinel. Clownfish TV, Elio was originally super gay, but Disney changed it. Here we go. I've never heard of this person. Elio was gay all along. Pixar pushed queer themes in film's original cut. Yes, but it failed. The recut version failed. The one where they de-woked it and took all the gay shit out of it, it still underperformed. And now they're pushing this narrative here. Let's look. I see Jeremy with his face in his hand here. This is why it failed. Activist meltdown after Disney erases gay 11-year-olds. Like, they keep, it's all the same slop, man. It's all the same shit from them. Do they not understand that the original version of the movie was butchered so badly that no one that saw the test screenings wanted to see the version that Disney was putting out? No one wanted to see it. So I'm not saying that the movie would have been better had it had the original stuff in it, like all the stuff with Elio and him being gay. And I don't know if it would have been better. It could have been equally as disliked as the one that they did in the test screenings. But according to people on the inside, they're saying that this version that we have here is not as good as the one that was originally planned. So this defeats their argument that it's get woke, go broke. Apparently, it is just go broke. There's no get woke. Now, if you remove the gay stuff from it, you de-woke it, you de-gay it, it still doesn't make any money. Which anybody with half a fucking mind would know that means there are other factors causing it to underperform. There are other reasons why it's underperforming. But that's not what these guys do. That's too much. That's putting too much thought into it. That would actually require you to be someone who pays attention to films and how the filming process works and what happens after a movie comes out, the trending aspect of it, like other factors that go into it, the creative process of it. None of that matters to these fucking idiots. All they care about is saying the same fucking thing. Like all those titles were almost identical with just words flopped around. It's the same stuff. And this brings me to the next thing that they get exposed on. Why did they not know about this beforehand? This takes me back to Ironheart, where they missed a whole ass gay drag queen in that show. A non-binary character in that show. They missed all of that, but they're inside people like Gary from Nerdrotic and fucking all these other people on F&T. Apparently there's an inside person. People are saying it's Chris Gore. I don't know if it's Chris Gore. There's an inside person that saw the whole show and it's bad just because it's bad. Only talking about shit that happened in the first episode. Never mentioning the fact that any other elements of the fucking series. But they have an inside person. Why didn't your inside person know this? Again, this is exactly the kind of shit that you guys like to talk about. And it would have been perfect for making videos prior to the fucking movie coming out. But yet again, it is proved and exposed that you guys don't have inside people. So let's just go back through this whole process before we wrap this video up. The get woke, go broke thing is just a fucking fallacy. It's not real. It's been disproven time and time and time again. The saying doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. There are things that are quote unquote woke that make a ton of money, that do really well on TV. And there's stuff that is quote unquote unwoke, not woke or whatever, that fails. Get woke, go broke is not a real thing. It's not real. That's number one. Secondly, they removed all of that stuff from this movie. These guys didn't know anything about it prior to this coming out. They found out the same time we did, which means they have no inside fucking people. That is a lie. It is a lie perpetrated by all of these channels that say they have so many inside people at Disney. If you got people working at Disney and you got this big, juicy fucking bit of information that they de-gayed a Pixar movie, you would have been talking about this months ago. Fucking fandom, what is it? Fandom Pulse, Cosmic Book News, fucking all of these fucking outlets would have been talking about it. And that Park Place, you would have been making videos about it. There would have been articles written by John F. Trent and John Della Rose would have been talking about this. No, you found out the same time everybody else did. And you didn't give a fuck about this movie until you found this out. Which means the only time you gave a shit about it is when something gay was attached to it, and then you can grift and make money off of outrage. It's just fucking pathetic. You guys are fucking pathetic. Every single channel that has made a video like this, acting outraged about something that didn't happen, is fucking crazy to me. That's not even in the fucking movie. And keep in mind, even though there are a lot of people saying that this was the original cut, we don't know that for sure. So going back to all of this, we have no idea 100% for sure that this was actually going to be the movie. But yet here we are. Here we are dealing with this again. These guys are fucking idiots. Again, I don't know why their fans continue to watch them. Why they watch Ryan Kinel. Why they watch YellowFlash. Why they watch Nerdrotic. Why they watch Critical. Why do you watch these guys? It is just the worst fucking content you can find on YouTube. And keep in mind, when the AI shit comes out, when they start making the AI in the search function standard, where you can just search for videos. Like if I want to look up a video about, say for example, I was looking up Elio, I could be like, looking like Elio movie, no chuds. And the AI will be able to find all the videos for me that are not chuddy. The AI will be able to go through and summarize all these videos. Watch, once the money dries up, once they're not making money doing this anymore, they will magically disappear. These channels will magically go away because they're only doing it because YouTube monetizes and incentivizes this kind of content. Once they start plugging in that AI and AI is able to filter out all of this garbage, you will see a lot of these channels go away, or they will only do live streams. Mark my words, once AI is fully implemented into the system, a lot of these channels will start losing money. And once the money dries up, all of a sudden they're no longer activists for wokeness. Trust and believe that's what's going to happen. Anyway, this is dumb. It disproves all of their shit. They're all idiots.